Hi, friends. How are you today? It's Peggy Noe. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm coming to you today with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, and we're going to make some cards together. Thank you so much for popping on live. And um, if you're watching a replay, thank you for watching the replay. And we have a lot of fun here making cards and just chatting about stamping and stamping things. So I'm going to check right now to make sure that everything is working correctly and that I'm live on Facebook, which I'm supposed to be. Good. I see that I am. Excellent. You just never know. So it's good to check in. Let me just move Ellie over to the other side here. There, she got a bath yesterday, and so maybe she got a bath Wednesday. I think maybe she did. And she went to the vet yesterday just for a checkup, and she got her nails trimmed, which was a really good thing. And so she doesn't scratch us. Hi, Colleen Ludicky and Marcia and Roz. Yes, happy Friday. Oh, isn't it great that Friday is here? Don't you just love Fridays? It's just wonderful because you know that relaxing is right around the corner. I love Fridays. And I think Ellie likes them too because the regular routine is a little different over the weekend, so that's a good thing. Tina Lesson, I rainy Granite Falls. Okay, rainy Granite Falls. Um, we have still been raining here since I saw you on Wednesday. Some of you I saw here on Wednesday, and it's just continued to rain off and on, not super heavy, mostly light rain, which is good for us. We really need it, and I don't think we've had any more flooding that I'm aware of. We've been watching, and I don't think. Thank you, Marcia. Yeah, Ellie's got a little pink bow today. Um, a little Barbie bow for Ellie. Kathy, good to see you from Illinois where it was in the 60s. That's good. We've been in the 50s, so you've been even a little bit warmer than we have been. Hilda Mossy, good to see you, Hilda. How are you? Carol Schaefer from Connecticut. Wow, just all over the place. Well, San Diego has just been cool and cloudy really the whole week. They say we're going to get sunny next week, which would be wonderful because I know there are a lot of people um, that come here. I don't know if you know about it, but they're called snowbirds, and they come to San Diego from the snowy area, and they don't like it when we have the rain and the overcast weather because they want it to be nice and warm because they're here to get away from the cold snow. Um, in fact, I'm meeting a friend of mine next week who's a stamper, and she's here from a snowy area, and she and her husband vacation here for a couple months out of the year, just so they can get away from the snow, which is a great idea. It really is. If you can do it, if you can do that. So let's see. The big Super Bowl is on this weekend. I know some of you are not interested and will take that opportunity to be stamping, which is great. I am interested. Hi, Denise Pilar from Ohio. Good to see you. But I do like the Super Bowl. And so we've been talking about, my husband and I, about the Super Bowl, and I think I might make 7-layer dip. Do you guys make that? It's kind of popular out here in San Diego. Tracy, good to see you from Connecticut. I don't know if you guys make 7-layer dip, but it's something that we really like out here. It's one of our favorites. So it's a good occasion to make it, on Super Bowl Sunday. So I'll probably be making that. Becky Schlossnagel, good to see you. Lori Mantovi, good to see you. So I think I'm going to put Ellie down so that we can just chat about a few things. I'm going to move my camera down just a tiny bit. So, news. Stampin' Up type news is that we're in the last month of, looking at my calendar over here, the last month of celebration. And so from today, we have not even 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks. So if there are any free gifts that you haven't gotten that you wanted. Roz, yes, 7-layer dip. I know, it makes me hungry just talking about it. If there are any free gifts that you haven't gotten during celebration, take advantage and be sure to scoop them up. We have 10 free new items that were added to celebration this month. So the last day is the 29th. So make sure you get those free gifts in. Marsha Long. The lavender suite. Okay, the whole suite might be out, but it's only 1 or 2 items. I think it could. The last I saw was the dies for the flowers was what was out. I don't know. I didn't check this morning. I've been pretty busy, so I don't know what else is out. But certain items are in. It's just the entire suite. If one item is gone, they say the suite is out. But the other items are like on back order. They'll be coming back. Email me and I can let you know those exact items, or some of the gals here might be able to. But it's not everything. There are plenty of things in that lavender suite still available. I think the postage dies, the last I saw, they were still available. That is such a beautiful, beautiful suite. I love it. Okay, now one thing I want to talk to you about is what we're gonna do today. You're welcome. First, I'm gonna have a little sip of my tea. You know, it's very close to Valentine's Day. Is next Wednesday, I think. Yeah, we'll be live on Valentine's Day, so we're gonna have some hearts and we'll do some stuff for Valentine's Day. We are very safe, thank you. Yeah, everything is good here in San Diego. So I'm just gonna have a little sip of my tea before we get really busy. It's Constant Comment. I don't know if you guys like that tea, but I really like Constant Comment tea. I like to drink it on cool afternoons like today. So what we're going to focus on today is the Easter Lilies bundle. I don't know if you've seen that, but it is beautiful. Easter is coming on March, I believe it's March 29th or 30th. No, wait a minute. I could be wrong. Anyway, it's like the last Sunday of March. Maybe the 31st. And so, thank you, Colleen. So we need to get started with our Easter preparations. One reason is I want to do this now because I'm thinking a lot of people might want the Easter lilies set in another week or two, and I want to make sure that you guys can get it. Okay, so I want to talk to you about the Easter lilies. We're going to make an Easter lily card today. I'm just going to show it to you in advance. And I'm going to show you how to use the dies, but also I have a couple of things, a special this week, and I'm going to just look at my notes so I get it all right because I have a lot of little details. So this is the card we're going to make, and if you buy the Easter Lilies bundle, and I'm going to show it all to you in a second, during the rest of this month, using my host code, which is up above for Facebook, down below for YouTube people, if you use that host code and you buy the Easter Lilies bundle from me, you will, number one, also get a celebration gift, free gift, because it'll be over $50. The bundle is $52. And I will send you all the pieces, parts to make this card and the envelope. You can make 2 cards and envelopes. I'll send you everything to do that as my gift to you if you order that Easter Lilies bundle from me anytime for the rest of this month. But I would recommend, if you want it, order it sooner rather than later, and you will get a free celebration gift. Now, I have another option for you. Another option. Options are good. I am doing a class to go using the Easter Lilies bundle, and it's kind of a combination of class to go and faith creations, because you guys know my faith creations classes are ones that involve scripture verses usually, and I also do classes to go that are more on the fun side that don't usually involve the scripture verses. But this particular stamp set, the Easter Lilies stamp set, has Easter lilies and scripture verses and, more religious verses for Easter. So I've created a class to go for the Easter Lilies bundle, and I'm going to show you the cards. You know how I only show them to you for just like 1 second because I'm going to start selling it today, the class to go, and you're going to make 6 cards, 3 different designs, and all the materials to make the cards plus the envelopes. And so I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek of the first card. And they use the verses from in scriptures from the Easter Lilies bundle. But for Easter, many of you might want these. So this is card number 1. And here is card number 2. But I think you're going to be most bowled over by card number 3. Check this out. And this one is one of the 3 panel cards that we made just the other day, and also uses the lily that we're going to make today. I'm not going to make it with these colors, but it's the same idea. And then I have an alternative way that you could do it on your own, and with just their different colors for the Easter lily. This Easter lily bundle is amazing. I've never seen an Easter lily bundle quite like this. So that is going to be the class to go that I'll start selling today. If you're interested, email me at Peggy@prettypapercards.com, and I will send you the registration link so you can register for it. We're going to start registering today, and I'll leave it open only until the 12th or the 13th. I haven't decided because I want to order the bundles right away. Also, with your basic kit, you're going to get the fern embossing folder, which I used on these cards, pearls, a package of pearls, and a package of sponge daubers, because that's what we need to make the lilies so pretty. And the basic price for the kit without the bundle is $45, and that includes shipping and envelopes for all 6 cards. And if you want the bundle, the price is $97. The reason is it's the $45 plus the price of the kit. But I give you the kit at a bit of a discount, or rather the bundle at a bit of a discount, because I don't charge you the tax and shipping from Stampin' Up. So $97 for the bundle to go and the kit combined. So that's my class to go for right now. And I want to show you just something that I saw from someone else, another demonstrator, made this really wonderful thing. And so this is, I just made this. I don't even know what it really is. I mean, it could go on a card. I put it on a circle. But I just went to town with the leaves and with the lily from the bundle. And I don't even, like I said, I don't even, it would make a very gigantic card, but I just had a lot of fun. And once you learn from my class, with which you get the PDF tutorials, you get a video, you'll be able to, you'll know how to make this, because you'll see how I made all the pieces parts. So it really is an amazing set. So thank you, Kay. Hello. And I'm going to turn you down right now so that we can be making our card for today together. Whoops. Okay, let's see here. There we go. So here's the card we're going to make today. So I'm going to show you how to make this particular lily. This is an amazing set, and that's what I want to show you about. This is the stamp set. So it has 4 Easter sentiments, which are pretty much the religious type sentiments, but they're beautiful, like God is good. I mean, you would give that card to anybody. And then it has, this is like a little background piece, but here we have the lily buds, then the lily is a little bit more open, and then the lily is full open, and here's the stem, and this is a palm branch. So those are all the stamps in this beautiful set. But it's the dies that really make it. And I haven't even put the label on my magnet sheet here. But what I want to show you about the dies is that it has all the dies to cut out all the stamps here, except that background piece. So you have all of those. But this is what we're going to do today. You can create a lily from the dies. It's like a 3D lily, and these are the pieces. So these are the pieces for the lily, these 4 pieces right here, and then it has 2 different leaves. And these dies are wild, you guys, amazing and wonderful. And so that's what I want to show you how to do today, is to create a card that uses this lily. So I'm going to start with the lily first because thank you, Cindy Howard, for sharing. We'll make the background and put the lily on the card in a bit. But first, I want to go ahead and just show you how to make the lily because I just think it's amazing. And it's easy peasy because they give you all the pieces. And it all can be done using my favorite little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I really love. So I'm going to go ahead and get out the pieces now of paper that we're going to use. So let me see my pieces here. Okay, I've got a couple extras. So basically we're going to cut the lily itself. We'll save the leaves till later. We're going to go ahead and cut the lily all from one piece of scrap, and I've got plenty of paper here for myself. I might cut that a little thinner. So I need a piece that's about 4 inches wide, only because we know that's what is going to fit in our little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So we're going to cut out hopefully all these pieces at the same time. So here's the large lily piece, and we'll see if we can do it all at a time. It might take, I might have to use 2 pieces, we'll see. This is one other little piece. Let me see if I can get this scooched in here. There, and then this is the stamen right there. So let's see. I think we can get it all done. Isn't that, I love when I can do it on my mini machine. I love my mini machine. Yeah, I put it on that circle. I saw it made by another demonstrator. I just saw the results. I didn't know how she made it, but I tried to copy it because, you know, I liked it. So we always try to case things that we like. So I'm just going to take out the pieces, take off the pieces here. So everything came out except this big one. And sometimes, do you ever try this? You just drop it and it loosens it. See that? It just loosened that right out of the die. Okay, so I'll set the dies off to the side so they're well cared for. I don't want to lose any, and I'll just pull out my pieces, and then we're going to start assembling this lily. So you can, some of the pinky ones that I made that you saw, those are, I copied those after the Stargazer lilies. Do you guys know the Stargazer lilies? Those are my favorites. They have a really super strong smell, and they're so pink. I love them. We have Trader Joe's here, and you can get the Stargazer lilies from Trader Joe's at certain times of the year, and they're just beautiful. And my husband sometimes will bring them home for me. I love them. Okay, so let's talk about the pieces. We know this is the stamen right here, so we'll set that aside. And then we have 3 pieces of the lily. Now, from what I can tell, here's what I've figured out. There are a couple, this is one with 3 petals, and this one has 2 petals. So I think there are several things we could do with this. You can do whatever you want. We could put it like that and put this one right in here. Okay, that's one option. Or we could put, this option I like a little better, where I put the 2 leaves over like that, and then I put the one down here. I think this looks more like a real lily because they usually spread out like, you know, open. So I think this looks a little more realistic. What was my other option? Or yes, you could do it something like this and put this in the center like that. So there are several different ways that you can do it. So let's see. I don't know what I'm going to do today, but what I want you to see is this, the dies cut the lily petals. All these that look like they would be drawings or shadings, everything you see that looks like a little bit, I'm looking at the camera to see if I can get it. So these little things are actual cuts in the leaves. So see this? See how that opens up? And these do also. I think it's so neat. So everything you see here, even these little ones right here, are all little cuts that the die makes. And that's what makes it so beautiful. Now, I'm not going to make the Stargazer lily. I'm going to make more of a white lily. Yes, you love the Stargazers. Oh, your wedding bouquet. Oh, how beautiful, Roz. Oh my gosh, that sounds gorgeous. The traditional Easter lily generally is white with a little bit of green in the center. So I'm going to use soft seafoam ink and a sponge dauber. And I'm just going to do a little coloring of my petals, okay? And we know that on the glass mat, which we love, we can just daub over here. And then we can just, whoa, that came out so dark. What is happening? Goodness sakes. I don't know why that came out so dark. That is whoa dark. That is interesting. It usually is a lot softer, but okay, we're going to go with it. I have no idea why that came out so dark. Huh, now look here, this is very soft. I don't know what happened there. Huh. Maybe I spilled it on a tea there. I don't know. But anyway, and with the stargazers, you would basically do the same thing with a light pink and then go over it with like a berry, one of the berry burst or something. So we're just going to color, just sponge right in the center here. And this one I'm going to give a little bit more color to come out like that. Okay. So now we've got these, that's all we're going to do on those. And then we'll go ahead and work on the stamen. And for this, I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the dark soft seafoam Stampin' Blend for the I don't know what you call these, the main part here. Just going to color that very lightly with the blend. And then I'm going to use, this is Dark Pumpkin Pie. And you know how when you see a lily, they always have, if you've had them before or played with them very much, they have this powdery stuff that's on the tips. And it is like a dye. I mean, if you get it on your fingers, it colors your fingers for a short time. It really does. You have to wash it off. So now that is, I'll get that off with alcohol because that's alcohol based, so it'll stay on my glass mat. Now I'm going to get my bone folder and we're going to do a little work on our lily. We're going to, let's see, where did you all go? Yes, put prize if you want a prize. I have a good prize today. So I'm just going to curl the lilies just a little bit. First I'm going to curl them up toward the center, just gently, and you don't want to pull too hard because of these, cuts in there. And then at the tip, I'm going to have it come back. So basically it's going up and down and up, kind of like that. But if you put it in an envelope, it's going to flatten it anyway. But it does give it just a little bit of body. It really does. It gives it a little body, which I think is good. So I'm going to pull that up and just curl it up and down and up. Okay. So there it has, you can see it has just a little bit of body. I'm going to get rid of that because it's going to be distracting for me. I've got this little bottle of rubbing alcohol and it's just going to take that right off of there. Okay, all done, all gone. You only need to do that with the alcohol-based inks that might get on the glass mat. Okay, so now we're going to do the two petal piece. And again, I'm going to pull it a little bit toward the center, a little round, and then curl the tip. I'll just curl the tip right there, up toward the center, and a little bit rounded. Just like that. Just so, do you see how it has a little bit of body, kind of looking more realistic? And then for this guy kind of needs to come up, move up a little bit, upward. So we'll do that, and then I might just curl those little corners down. And then the stamen, we can just play with that. I am going to bend it a little bit that way. Okay, so we're all set. Now we're going to go ahead and put it together. So what do I need? My glue. Okay, so we're going to use a bit of glue, and what I'm going to do is put my glue on this piece because I'm going to put this behind the 3-leaf petals, and I'm going to actually put it right here. I like it this way. I like it to look a little more, I like it to look more full. If I put it back here, I feel like it would be one-sided. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put the stamen here. Let me see, this little guy needs to turn down. Okay, so we're going to put the stamen right in the center, put a little glue on that tip, and put him here. And then we put this piece, we're going to put right on top of it. Maybe I'll move it inward a little more there. Okay, a little more toward the edge. Then I'm going to put some glue on the base of this and just set it down there. And we'll just let that set for just a second. Doesn't that really look like a lily? Amazon sells small plastic bottle with a pump on the top. I use a makeup disc to apply the rubbing alcohol. Oh, thank you so much, Becky. What a good idea. Great idea. Great idea. I might get that. Okay, so now we have our lily. And what I'm going to do, I forgot to do it on my other one. I'm going to get one of my brown markers, Stampin' blends. Let me see what this one is. Dark Pecan Pie. Okay, and I'm going to use the pen end. And usually when these little things fall, the little orangey bits, they make a little mark. And so if you put some little dots, it looks a lot more realistic. I forgot to do that on my sample that I showed you earlier. Just a little bit like that, just a few. It looks really realistic when you do that. Doesn't it look kind of realistic? I don't know if you can see it. Thank you, Julia. I'll put it up a little closer to you. Now this is going to move, this piece is going to move a bit down. So now we're ready, just do that, to go ahead and make our card. And we need to make our leaves. I forgot about the leaves, sorry. We need to cut our leaves. And the leaves are the same way. I want to show you already. These lines cut the cardstock, just like you saw with the lilies. I'm going to use Old Olive cardstock. I wonder if I could get 3 of these. You know something? I'm not going to use this long one. I found that I like the shorter one better. The long one kind of looks like it's taken off like a plane. I don't know, it seems too long to me. So I'm going to just cut 3 of these shorter ones. It does mean I have to run it through 3 times. But do you see what I mean? Look at the lines, and they're all cuts. Someone else could probably tell me more. Someone that understands more about dyes and why. I mean, I know it gives it a real depth of a real deep look, but I maybe we're supposed to somehow manipulate the paper. I don't know. I would like to know. Aside from looking realistic, if there's another reason for those. So we're going to end up with 3 of these shorter ones. You see, I'll show you what I mean. This is the long one, and doesn't it kind of look like it's going off toward Jones's? It's like, ooh, it's like an airplane almost. I think that leaf is just a bit too long for my taste. Okay, all done. And now we have our 3 leaves. That kind of stuck there. There we go. We'll set all this to the side. And now we have our leaves. And let me get my bone folder back. I think I'm going to just manipulate the leaves just a little bit with the bone folder. Now, if we wanted to do way more, you can sponge the sides and the edges. You can do way more. But I wanted to show you how beautiful this comes out without that much work. And I think I'm going to leave the leaves until we set it on the card. Okay? So here's our card base, our 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. ahead and burnish that. And now we have a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. It's going to fit right on there. And what we're going to do with this is, in fact, I even forgot to get that ink out. Hold on just one second. I'm going to get out the old olive ink, and we're going to stamp our background. And we're going to use this beautiful big palm leaf. Can you see that? Isn't that gorgeous? And I think this would be beautiful also for Palm Sunday. And so I'm going to go ahead and stamp it, and then I'm going to do some stamping off, because we just want it light. We don't want it to be a real big, we don't want it to be too. We want the lily to be the focus of our card. So we're going to stamp off each time, and just no rhyme or reason, just stamp. And then I think maybe I'll put the little tip in here like that. And it's not supposed to be perfect at all. It's just supposed to be a background. So that's your background stamp. Well, I mean, I'm using it as that. There is a die that cuts the palm branch out, which is amazing, and you can definitely use it for Palm Sunday. Okay. So now we've got our card. Actually, I'm just being a little bit picky today, but I don't want any of that ink to get on the back of my card, because I want to give this card to someone for Easter. I want to send it to someone. So I'm just going to take that ink off there. Like that. Okay. So here's our card base, and we're just going to go ahead, and this is going to go on top. But we're going to use just a dot of ribbon. Now this, I meant to look this up for us. This is one of my favorite ribbons. You guys know that. It's one of the ribbons. There was an earthquake here? No, Lori, I did not have any idea there was an earthquake here. I haven't felt anything today, but I've been pretty busy. I'll have to see on the news what that was. Wow. But I'm not surprised. January is a month for earthquakes. I don't know why, it just is. Okay, so this ribbon is from this Ribbon Duo combo pack that I like so much. It has the petal pink ribbon that you can color, and I really like this. And this is the green one, lemon lime twist, I think. And I thought it would be so pretty with this. So I'm going to put a ribbon around here, and you guys, if you want to tie a knot or something, feel free to do that, or feel free not to have a ribbon. It's just, I like my ribbons. So I'm just going to tie a little bow over on the side here. And I think the contrast in the brightness of the ribbon, and it's nice and thin, it just gives a nice little contrast to the old olive color that's in the ink and the leaves. And that's one way to make a pretty card. If you're going to use just one color, use different shades of that color. The light and the dark, like we stamped off the palm leaf branches. So it's really just another shade, a lighter shade of old olive. Okay, just trim those little guys. I might fuss with that a little bit in a minute. And then we're just going to go ahead and glue this. That's my little holder. I don't know where I got that. There's a company that makes them. I don't know what I can't remember now what company that is. They make those little nail polish holders. And we're just going to go ahead and glue this pretty background piece right on there, like that. And you can still adjust your ribbon, because I didn't put the glue over the ribbon. Let's see, what do I want to do here? This is just, this little ribbon is being a little, there, maybe it just needs to be turned over. I know you guys are kind of perfectionists like me. We want to get, oh, that looks so much better. Doesn't it look better? Yes. Now we'll pull that a little tighter so it doesn't go anywhere now that we got it just perfect. Now we'll trim our little tails one more time. There we go. Cute. Maybe this one needs to be trimmed a little bit more. Thank you, Lori. Oh, it was in Malibu around LA. Oh, goodness. They've had so much bad weather and everything. Goodness. Okay, so now we're ready to put our beautiful lily right on there. And now we can arrange our leaves to see just how we might want them to be. So I think also we should go ahead and do our sentiment, because that will help us with our arranging. So I'm using pumpkin pie ink, and the reason is because I used pumpkin pie there on the stamen, and I thought it might look nice. And we're using, for the sentiment, there's plenty of sentiments on the stamp set that are beautiful, but I thought we would use Thinking of You This Easter. This is a free stamp set that you can get with Celebration. So if you get the bundle, the Easter Lilies bundle, you can choose this as your free gift, and you'll have this nice sentiment to go with it. Thinking of You This Easter. And so I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that. That came out pretty good. And then I'm going to punch it out with the 1 3/4 inch circle punch here. Doesn't that fit pretty well? It really fits nicely. I like it. And so this can be, one thing I like about this sentiment is that it can be almost kind of happy, or if someone isn't feeling well. You know what I mean? You could use it for either of those options. So there's our sentiment. Now we have our leaves, and we can just arrange to our little heart's content. So there's our bow. Do you do this? I mean, I just ponder and put things where I think would be good. So I think I'm going to go ahead and glue my leaf on the back. This leaf, I like where it is. Just going to glue that one on. And you see already how our little stamen has fallen backward. Then I think I'm going to glue this one on. I'm going to flatten that a little bit. And if you don't want the leaves to stick out so far, like I really don't want this one to stick out so far, I can pull it in further when I adhere it with the glue. And that way it won't be sticking out over the card. And then I think maybe one more like that. Okay. So here's our back. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue back there. And then we're going to raise this whole thing up on dimensionals once we get our leaves glued on. We can pull this one out a bit more. Isn't that just becoming just beautiful? Okay, now we're ready for our dimensionals. A brand new pack of dimensionals. How fun. Thank you, Cindy. Really, it's these dies. That's why I wanted to do this with you, because the stamp set is easy as far as you know. You stamp the stamp and you cut it with the dies that cut it out. But these other dies, I wanted to show you how to use them, so that because you might not know how to use them, and because they're so beautiful and it's really easy. Okay, now we've got our dies all on there, and we're going to put our Easter lily right down, and now we pull up our pieces, kind of pull them up, and now we decide about our sentiment. I think, let's see. I think I might put it just right in there. And actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and just glue it rather than lifting it up, because I want the part that's the 3D part, you know, the part that's coming up off the paper, to be the beautiful lily. And we have to add, you guys, a couple of beautiful pearls. These are the iridescent pearls that are so pretty, that you can also color. And I think what we might do, let's see, let's put one right there where the stamen comes down in that little leaf. And you can just lift these up a bit like that. Isn't that pretty? And we'll put a couple more pearls around just to give pearls seem to be the type of jewel that you would use for Easter, don't you think? I kind of think so. I think pearls are the right thing for Easter. Isn't that just gorgeous? Look at that card. I just oh, your Cindy, your bundle just came yesterday. Good. Isn't that just so pretty? I I was so blown away by what those dies did, and you saw how easy it was. I just cut the flower all from one small piece of basic white cardstock, and I did a little sponging and a tiny bit of coloring, and there you have a really beautiful Easter card. So that's what I wanted to show you today, is the beautiful Easter lily suite. And so I'm going to come back solo. It says solo if I want to be the only picture there. So I want to remind you that if you purchase the Easter Lilies bundle from me during the month of February, and you have to use my host code, which is written there, but I have it here, KSG2EZQ3. So that's why I write it out for you. Use that host code and buy the bundle in my online store, and I will send you a little kit to make 2 of these cards with envelopes. I'll send you all the papers and everything you need. You will do the stamping, and I would love to have you do that. And if you would rather make more things, you can email me for the registration link for my class to go, and you can make all these beautiful 6 beautiful cards with envelopes and so on and so forth. It's just a fun time to make pretty cards. Easter is a wonderful time to send cards. We need to give away a prize, don't we? Well, last week we made this card, this what I call the non-lavender card, because it's the card that we made with the lavender paper, but we actually didn't use lavender. Instead, we used Calypso Coral, and so this card was the prize. And the winner is Tracy Ludeman. Tracy, I think I saw you on here. Congratulations. Congratulations. So Tracy has won this card, and I will send this to you. I have your address, Tracy, and I will send this to you. So I'm glad you watched. I appreciate you guys watching, and that's why I like to send you prizes. So the prize for next week, the prize is a beautiful package of More Dazzle 6x6 glimmer paper. It is so pretty. I love this stuff, and I got quite a bit of it. I got some extras to give away to you guys. So this is the prize for next week. If you put the word prize today, you can win this. You'll be entered to win in my random number generator this dazzle paper. More dazzle, more dazzle, more dazzle. So don't forget, if you want to buy the bundle of the Easter lilies in my online store, and I'll send you everything to make 2 of these cards. Or if you want my kit, I'll be posting everything about the class to go tonight or tomorrow. So happy Friday, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.